Hello everyone, welcome back to your own channel. How you guys are doing? Today we'll be continuing with our Saturn transit series, and this will be through ascendant, different ascendant when Moon is sitting in different signs of that particular ascendant. Ascendant series we have already completed. So we covered Leo ascendant already, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So today we'll be continuing with Sagittarius ascendant, and we'll see when Moon will be sitting in different houses for Sagittarius ascendant, how what results it will going to give when Saturn will be transiting to their fourth house in the sign of Pisces from March end this year. So we always, I think I've already said this multiple times that we first have to check which house Moon belongs to. Sorry, the Lord of which house Moon is. So that is our, in this case, it is the eighth Lord. So that results accordingly we're going to get because from its natal position, Saturn will be transiting to the fourth house, which is like ninth from it. So ninth is not a bad placement, but again, accordingly where Moon is where Moon is sitting in your chart in which house, then accordingly it will going to make the difference. All right. Also, before we start the video, if you want any kind of a consultation, astrological reports, any courses, blogs, articles, you can visit to my website shikharvats.com, and you can connect me from there. All right, so let's start the video. So if first of all, let's start when Moon is sitting in the second house of Sagittarius ascendant in the sign of Capricorn. So when it is sitting in the sign of Capricorn, it is third to the Moon, transiting third. So we already discussed multiple times in all the videos previously that whenever Saturn will be transiting to the third house, what results it's going to give. But now the important is which sign it is placed, but more importantly, how the dispositor will going to work. Okay, and which house it is aspecting. So it can, so like from Capricorn, obviously it will always be the third house because Saturn will be transiting in Pisces, but it will be different houses like second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, 12th house, depending upon where your which ascendant we are talking about. So that will going to make the little difference. And other differences, which Lord Moon, which house Lord Moon is in your chart. So now here Moon will be very structured, Moon will be very practical, goal oriented because in the Capricorn sign, and then it is looking at the Saturn will be transiting a third house from Moon, which will going to activate things like short distance travels, your things related to your siblings, things related to your communication. So those things will be major area of focus for you during this time, because your Moon, your mind will be inclined more towards that when Saturn will be transiting third to the Moon. So those things we have to check and see what results we are going to get, whether how our Moon will going to behave. Obviously Moon will be very structured here, so it will going to behave in a structured way, disciplined way towards the thing represented by the third house. But again, it will totally depend on the position of Jupiter and Saturn in your chart, because the dispositor theory will going to play its part. Now when Moon is sitting in the third house from the ascendant, so that is one thing, that it is sitting in the third house. The result of the third house will also come into the picture. Results of fourth house, because it is fourth from the ascendant Saturn, and now from Moon it is second. Okay, so see, it can be little complexing or perplexing for people who are pretty new, or those who doesn't understand too many things about astrology, because with ascendant it is pretty straightforward, but with Moon we have to connect multiple things, right? And then we can come to a conclusion, or our results, what it will going to like bring into your life. So for that you need to analyze all those things, and you need to keep understanding how and what we are seeing, and how and what the results it can give. Moreover, if you're not sure, guys, don't come to any conclusion just by looking at the video, not just my video or anyone else's video also. Don't come to conclusion by looking at your chart. If you are learning, then keep learning and then do the analysis, or because there are a lot of things which will come into the picture: the dasha, the transit, the nakshatra, the planet, other planetary placements, the other transits and signs and all lot of things, then you can make or come to a conclusion. So if you don't know all these things, please get a proper consultation from anyone you trust or you want to, but don't come to any conclusion, because that will otherwise going to affect your life. So now when Saturn is setting second to the moon, first of all, second house related things will be in picture. That person can be little concerned about the family or their income, their speech, food intake. All those things will come into the picture. Apart from that, it can take you away from the family. So depending upon your mood, because see again, Aquarius is a fluctuating sign for moon. Sometimes it will be very happy, sometimes it will be very sad. So based on that, a person can be person can be happy if they are going away, because that's what they want. But sometimes person cannot be very happy, or maybe feeling bad or emotionally not very well, because they are getting or going away from their family. So those are the things we need to analyze based on the other things, other placements also. So now when moon is coming into the Pisces, or moon is sitting in the Pisces and Saturn will be transiting over it, so that is major Sadhisati period, as I've already mentioned in my other videos also. So this time Saturn, because Rahu will also be there and Ketu will also be there for at least 1.5 months, so that time moon will feel a lot of pressure. So maybe your mind or your emotions will be under a lot of pressure, or maybe not very well during that 1.5 months when all three malefics will be affecting your moon. So things related to fourth house can play a part here. Maybe things related to your mother, your home, your homeland, your intern, your conveyance, your property related things. Anything could be a possibility. It could be related, and things may not be very well emotionally, or your mind may not perceive or react to the things in a positive manner. Okay, so those things has to be analyzed. So now when moon is into the fifth house from ascendant, which is the Aries sign, and the Saturn will be transiting 12th to it. So see now, from Lagan it is transiting 4th, from moon it is transiting to 12th. Both the houses indicates that there is a chance of a long distance travel, foreign travel on cards, for not for all people, but yes, for majority of people. If their dasha, their 12th lord, their 12th house supports it, then the chances are very high that this transit will going to support you guys if your moon is also sitting in the 5th house for Sagittarius ascendant. Because 4th house is also the house of family, and Saturn is sitting there, will take you away, and 12th house is again foreign land, so Saturn will going to support that. So that is one thing which people may experience during this time. Now when moon will be in the 6th house, it is in its exaltation sign, so moon will be balanced here, but obviously it is 6th from the ascendant, so definitely there will be impact on that. But the Saturn will be 11th to it, and 11th Saturn always do well when it is placed 11th from either ascendant or moon sign, because you know in Kalpurush Kundli 11th house is Aquarius sign, and Aquarius is Mool Trikon sign for Saturn. Saturn always does very well here, and also it is a Aries sign. Saturn is also airy planet, so it does very well. So that is why 11th position either from moon or from your ascendant is always good for Saturn. So things related to 11th house, like your things with elder siblings, your network circle, your friends, your gains, recognitions, rewards, awards, those kind of things can bring a lot of good like I would say emotions or positivity in your life. But if things are not very good, like Venus is not sitting very well, Jupiter is maybe not sitting very well, and other things are also not supporting, then definitely this could be a vice versa kind of a thing in terms of emotions. Okay, now when moon is sitting into the 7th house from ascendant, and Saturn will be 10th to it. So 10th, any planets 10th house from moon becomes very important related to career, because that is 10th house is about career. Like 10th from Saturn, 10th from Lagan, 10th from moon, and moon is your perception, moon is your emotions, moon is how you react, how you behave, moon is your mind. So how easily you can take the things, or how difficult it can be you for take the changes and things. So when 10 from moon is some planet, then it will going to give you good results, and especially when Saturn is there, it can give you good results related to your career, maybe a good job change, or a good maybe a position change, role change could be there in your career. Not for everybody, but yes, it could play a part. So we have to look for those things, but again, dispositor we have to check. Now when moon is sitting into the 8th house, so 8th house is almost, I mean, it is its own sign for Sagittarius ascendant. Moon will be balanced here, but again, 8th house is always debilitated for any ascendant. Moon will be debilitated in 8th house technically, if we see, because Kalpurush Kundli is a Scorpio sign in the 8th house. So here moon will be fine, but moon will be into the deep thinking, or it can be, there could be sudden ups and downs in their thought process. But now Saturn will be transiting 9th house from moon, and 9th is a trine. So trine and kendra from any planet or any house is very important, and they give the good results. So Saturn is expected to give the good results related to 9th house. Things like your father, long distance journeys. Obviously, there could be some little bit of problem related to father's health, so be cautious, but not for everyone, because we have to check the other factors also, like 9th house, sun, and their condition and everything. But yes, you can travel to maybe you get an inclination towards finding some guru, or traveling to a guru, traveling to religious places, traveling with your father, or maybe inclination can come towards father, that you guys can be interacting more and more with your father, or want to try to be with them. So all these things will going to play a part. Okay, now when moon will be coming to 9th house from the ascendant, the Saturn will be setting 8th to it. So now 8th placement, again, it's kind of a placement which is tricky in terms of that it can give sudden ups and downs, and it would be related to emotions for that particular house where Saturn is sitting and Saturn transiting. Also, it could be related to where moon is sitting. And then it can give you an interest towards occult, astrology, stock market, analysis kind of a jobs, deep analysis, deep thinking jobs, or secrecy jobs. So those kind of things can play a part, and the attraction or the inclination towards those things will going to increase, because moon is again your emotions and mind. All right, so when now moon is sitting into the 10th house from ascendant, and 7th and Saturn will be transiting 7th to it. So from both the lagna, moon is in the kendra, which is good. And when moon is sitting in the 7th from Saturn, it is good, because 7th when moon is sitting 7th either from your lagna or from the moon, it's good, because Saturn in the 7th house, because 7th house is Libra from Kalpurush Kundli, it's always get exalted over there. So it's always give good results, especially if you are related, it is related to public masses, public speaking, any online social platform where you will be talking, or anything related to that. It will going to give the results or inclination, or emotionally few things related to marriage, partnership, relationships. All those things can play a part over here. All right, now when moon will be in, just a minute, in the 11th house from the ascendant and in the Libra sign, and Saturn will be in the 6th house. So 6th house again is the house which is not like it's a kind of a Doshtana houses, and 6 from the moon can give you emotional or maybe your mind will be attracted more towards the thing related to 6th house. Either it is your maternal side or uncle sides, or it could be the disease side, law, litigation, competition, services. All these things will going to play a part, but it totally depends whether it's going to give you good results or a little bad, depending upon what is the situation of your Venus and your Jupiter. Okay, now when moon is sitting in your 12th house from the Sagittarius ascendant, it is debilitated there. But if anything, any kind of a cancellation is there, like Neech Bhanga or some other things, then definitely it will not be as maybe bad as it is if there is no cancellation. But still, Saturn is transiting 5th to it, so trine transit is good, and it can give you good results. Or maybe emotionally you will be more inclined towards the thing of 5th house, either it is children, childbirth, speculations, creativity, creative expressions, government jobs. All those kind of things can be things where the more your mind will attract you more towards those things. Okay, but again, dispositor things you have to see, and what effects moon will going to give when it is more debilitated. Now finally, when moon is in the lagna, the moon lagna and chandra lagna, they both are same now, as we talk in other videos also. So now the fourth house things are very important, because Saturn will be transiting fourth to both of them. So it could be little tricky here, because if moon is not that great, Jupiter is not sitting great, because now Jupiter is the dispositor for all three things, like your Lagan, your moon, and your Saturn. If Jupiter is not sitting great, then things may not be work that well for you, or maybe you can see some difficulties related to fourth house things or matters. So accordingly, we have to analyze and see how planets are sitting in your chart and what dasha will be running, so it can support things, or it cannot support things, or maybe it can make a little things little tough. Okay, so those things we have to analyze, considering the other positions and things also, not just because again in astrology there is nothing black and white, like you just go and see, okay, moon is sitting and Saturn is transiting fourth, then oh, I will going to get the results related to fourth house and it will all be good because it's the Kendra placement. No, it is not like that. And again, same for all Sagittarius ascendant, these things which we just spoke may or may not be true, or may not work, because there could be some other positions which will be going to affect these things. Okay, so alright guys, this is my explanation or analysis about Saturn transit through different moon signs of Sagittarius ascendant. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share, comment on my video. You can ask any questions, I will try to answer that, but not very specific one, because for those deep analysis has to be done. Okay, so alright guys, so we'll see you in the next video for next lesson. Thanks, bye.